Hello, Jeff Foster, WebBiz Ideas. This tutorial is on an internal site content audit. The main goal is, before you build new pages, is to analyze the pages that you currently have on your website, or analyze what content assets that you have, because every page on your website currently is valuable, and we want to find out what pages you have. So then we can determine what pages need to change or need to be repurposed. So again, in short, before you start building new pages, we're really looking to find out if your current pages are good. And if they're not good, or if there's problems with them, how can we change those very quickly to perhaps boost your rankings in the search engines? Now, you're going to need to watch a few prerequisites of tutorials before you can finish this one, and you'll need some resources, so please see our online or written tutorial for that information. But if you have watched those, let me get into the first step. So the first step is consolidation. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to audit your website, right? We're looking to find out all the pages that you currently have on your website, and then figure out what pages we can consolidate or merge together. So again, that's one of the prerequisites. Watch Map URLs, and it's going to teach you how you basically can extract all the web pages or URLs from your website and put it into one nice easy document. And then now you can go through that document and say, okay, what pages are too similar to each other, right? If you have 5 pages and they're all about the same subject, maybe I can merge those together. So that's what we're looking to do for consolidate. And the tools that we'll use to merge them or consolidate them will be 301 redirects or canonical tags. So if you don't know what those are, again, see our online or written tutorial and follow these links, and you'll be taught what those are. But let me go on and give you some examples. So what do I mean by consolidation? Let's say you've watched a tutorial on mapping URLs, you have a list of all your web pages, and you say, Jeff, now what am I supposed to do? What am I looking for? And even more important, why do I want to do this? Well, let me answer those questions. So first, the example. So let's say you go through and you have an About Us page, a Contact Us page, a Privacy page, and a Terms page. On their own, from a user standpoint, these pages are perfectly fine. But the question is, can you create a user-friendly page that's just one page that includes all this? Can there be a Contact Us page that explains who you still are, along with your terms and your privacy, perhaps a pop-up little link on that page, right? And that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to go from 4 pages down to 1, and then we're looking to redirect the pages that we're eliminating to that one page. Another example is if you go through your pages and you have just all these pages and they're about the same really subject or topic or service or product, and maybe in the past you built these pages just for the search engines, right? Maybe you're a chiropractor and you built a chiropractor page, a chiropractic page, a chiropractic clinic page, and a chiropractors page. And I know these are extreme examples, but many people, post-Panda, post-Penguin, have created a lot of different pages just for the search engines. We want to find those pages and we want to merge them into one, right? You're just a chiropractor, and no matter whether you have 20 different keywords that you want to rank for, you don't need to build a page for all 20 keywords. You just need to have one page that deals with what a chiropractor is. And so that's what we're looking to do. Find these pages, merge them into one, and redirect the old pages. So why are we looking to do this? That's a big question. So from a search engine standpoint, that's why we're looking to do this. Now, if you look at this image, it kind of shows how Google comes into a website and then follows your different page. So if they come into page A or your home page, what they do from there is they find every link on your home page and they follow that into your secondary pages. And eventually, through all their algorithm, they're going to put a value. In the past they called it page rank. Let's just say it's a dollar amount. Let's say page A is worth $10. Now, if they find 5 pages linking from that page, let's just say they're going to say, okay, they're all worth $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. Right? So they're going to take that $10, split it up, and now, right, those are how valuable those pages are. And so what happens when you consolidate, let's say you can consolidate those 5 pages into 2, well, now instead of being worth $2, those 2 pages now are double, more than double, and they're worth each $5 each. And so let's just say you're trying to rank for a keyword here. Well, you've just basically more than doubled your efforts on doing that. So we can see how valuable basically eliminating pages are and redirecting them properly, and now they're more valuable. So, sometimes people do this. Let's say they have, 50 pages and they consolidate down to 25. Sometimes people see rankings just jump up, 100%. They're on page 2 and now they're on page 1. They're ranking number 10 and now they're ranking, number 3. Doing this can really boost your search engine rankings because all this value, all this assets that you have on your website have now been redirected into one location. And so now these locations are very, very valuable. And so consolidations can be a very easy, quick way to rank number 1 in the search engines without building new pages first. So let me give you another example. Let's say you sell some products, or you have a retail section of your website, and you sell a lot of different products, but they're kind of similar. This example here, they sell decals, and this one is a bulldog decal, and they sell 6 different variations. And I'll say some of their products, they have 20 different variations. But the thing is, no one searches for a bulldog decal plus the variation. No one searches for a happy bulldog decal or a snarling dog bulldog decal. They're just searching for bulldog decals. And so what you can do is you take all these six product pages and you redirect them into one. Perhaps it's the category page, and now you just redirect it into this one page. You have all the products on there. They can still choose the different variations, but now you just have one page. And so again, think of our example here. If they're all worth $2, well, now that one page is worth a lot more. And at the same time, it's still a user-friendly site. It's still a user-friendly web page. People can obviously figure out their different variations just like they're on a category page. But now you know what you've saved. Not only that, but now you don't have to build content for each product. Right? Now you don't have to build content for a category page. How much are you going to really write about the different variations of these products? That can be very valuable. Google doesn't want duplicate content. If you have 1,000 product pages, they don't want you creating 1,000 different product descriptions just to write them. So consolidate products that are similar, and you'll have success. And this can go for products that are kind of different as well. Again, we have an example here of they sell keychains, and these are all Ford keychains. They have 20 different Ford keychains. But they look different, right? This is a Ford keychain. It's leather and it's rectangular. This is a Ford keychain. It's leather, but it's more of a square. No one searches for those variations. So why not just have one Ford keychain page, and then they can pick the different material, size, whatever it is. And now all of a sudden you're not promoting 20 pages, but you're just promoting one. You're not writing content for 20 pages, but just one. And again, if you're an e-commerce site and you have 10,000 pages and you reduced it down to 1,000, well, man, those 1,000 pages, they're going to be very, very valuable now. Especially if you use 301 redirects or canonical tags, now they're very valuable. And so that's what we're looking to do for consolidation. Now let me just show you one example of how you can find out if you need to do this in the search engines. Because all this would be manual, right? We map the URLs and then we would try to figure out if we should consolidate them. But another test that you can do is do a search for your keywords. So let's say, using that example, the site that sells keychains, Buick Skylark keychain. They're trying to rank number 1 for that. And you find the website ranking down here. And what's interesting is they have 3 different rankings. And at first you say, hey, fantastic, hey, I dominate the first page of Google for these pages. But is that so? Are you really using your pages wisely? Because one, they're ranking down here. So what if we did this though? What if we took this one, let's just say they're worth $2 again. This page is worth $2, this page is worth $2, and this page is worth $2. Obviously they must be semi-valuable, they're on the first page. But now we redirect these 2 pages that are worth $4 into this one. And so now we have one page that's worth $6 instead of just 2. And so now it's 3 times valuable, right? So what if since it's 3 times more valuable, that pushes it up perhaps maybe to the number 1 ranking. Maybe this page is worth $5 in Google's eyes. And now you've consolidated or merged, and you can surpass the number 1 ranking by just merging them together. And so that's what we're looking to do for this internal audit. We're looking to find pages that are too similar and merge them together. And what you'll find is that your search engine rankings will jump up a considerable amount. So step 2 into doing an internal site content audit is we're looking to repurpose content. So another word for repurpose is to change, is to redesign, right? To do it over. We're basically looking for boring content. Maybe it's content that we just wrote for the search engines. Some SEO company in the past told us we need to have a blog and we need to populate it with all these pages for the keywords that we want to rank for and then link, internally into our site. And although that's good, we don't want to build just worthless pages. And so post-Panda, post-Penguin, I'll say there's a lot of worthless pages out there. There's a lot of pages that were built just for the search engines. And so besides, just discontinuing them, we want to analyze what we have. So let's say we analyze what we have again, and hey, this page right here is ranking number 2 for landscaping ideas in Minnesota. Hey, that's a big, big keyword. Maybe we check our analytics and we say, hey, that page is my top 3rd page overall. 2,700 visitors have visited that recently. That's pretty good. But the page is boring. It doesn't do anything. Landscaping ideas, no one wants to read about landscaping ideas, but it ranks well. So instead of throwing it out, instead of planning to build all these other new pages, right? Why don't we repurpose this one? And so when you find boring pages like this, what we want to do is repurpose them. So maybe since they're landscaping ideas, we want to show pictures of ideas. And maybe we want to take it one step further, here's landscaping ideas in Minnesota, here's the deck ideas, here are the fence ideas, here are the flower ideas, ponds, swimming pools, retaining walls, rock stones, right? Make the content great. Make it so people actually want to read it. Even if it's not, perfectly optimized for the search engines, right? Maybe it doesn't have the word landscaping ideas Minnesota, all throughout it. But you know what? Google's getting pretty good. They understand that you're in Minnesota, and they understand that these are landscaping ideas, especially if you're talking about them. So that's what we're looking to do for repurpose. Take boring content, make it into great content that people actually want to view and see, and your rankings are actually going to go up, even if it's not perfectly optimized, even if it's videos and images, by just creating great content. So let me give you another example of doing that. Here's a client we just brought on. They're a pest control company, and they have a lot of services, right? They do pest control, but they do bed bugs, hornet removal, squirrel, cockroach, beehive, and a host of other ones. And so they have landing pages for each service. That's fantastic, right? That's what you want, because if you have a squirrel problem and you can find this page, that's exactly what you want. But the problem is it's kind of boring, right? It's just a bunch of text. Why do squirrels come in your attic? Problems associated with squirrels. That's all fine and dandy, but it's not really going to sell someone. So what we want to do is spice up this page. So, one easy way to do it would be to start adding images or videos. So here's a similar page, right? We have a video, and now it's on this page. And so, this is a little better. Hey, this is a real company. I can watch a real video of you actually removing bed bugs. That's a good start. That's a little head start over your competitors, who aren't doing that. But we can take it a lot of different steps further and do a lot of different things. Here's a competitor, and they have a page on bed bugs, similar to this. But they also have other information. They have a header with a nice image. Perhaps this could be also a video, and then they have the services that they provide broken up, and they have nice little images and icons for each one, so you don't have to really read everything, right? You understand what it is. You understand that they can have a canine dog inspect your place, right? You understand that it's a heat treatment stuff. You don't have to read this to know that, and that's fantastic because people are busy. If they're looking for bed bugs and someone to do a heat treatment, within 3 seconds they just found that. And so you want to repurpose your content so it's visually appealing. And you know what? These have nice headers. You can click on it, and it goes to even more information about bed bug treatment. Hey, this is all the stuff that we do. And you know what? Hey, there's fantastic content on the bottom as well. Hey, this is search engine friendly. Hey, if I'm looking to build pages and make it search engine friendly, hey, here's bedbug treatments and preparation guidelines. You know, stuff I can do before I actually hire you. But again, here's content, content, content. Right? This is useful content. It's put in an area that's useful. It's not buried in a blog post. It's not built just for the search engines and no one can find it. Right? It's user friendly. And so this is what we want to do. Right? We want to take this squirrel page and maybe spice it up to something like this. You know, maybe add, you know, before you come and get your, you know, squirrels removed, here's some information about it. Here's some information about, you know, why they're here. Right? Maybe we could take a lot of this content, put it into PDFs, and have it there, and maybe spice up, you know, this one page, you know, with some nice images, the services that we provide, maybe a top header that you can also click on, and it's a video. All these could spice up these pages, right? We could repurpose this page. So in your internal content audit, when you map all your URLs and find all the pages you have, you want to ask yourself, is this page boring? Would I read this page if I got to this page? Can I make this page better? Is it really user friendly? Does it sell? Do I have any call to action on this page? You know, this page had get a bedbug quote now, and you could actually put your information in right there, and now you can contact them. You know, maybe we want to put a call to action over here on the right hand side, you know, instead of just this wording here, you know. That might be good. So when we're talking about repurposing content and content optimization, you know, the first thing everyone talks about is, you know, adding keywords and making sure I have a page for each keyword phrase, and you know, that's not the case today. The case today is my page user friendly? Does this convert traffic into sales? Do people come to my page and do they leave, or do they actually view stuff? Right? We want to stop thinking SEO wise and start thinking user friendly wise, and you'll have really good success. So that's step 2 to a content audit. And so step 3 to a content audit is figuring out what pages that you have that have 404 errors. So if you don't know what a 404 error page is, it's basically a page that's not displaying anymore for some, you know, reason. You can Google 404 error pages, right? It'll make sense, right? This is a 404 error page. If I go to our site webbizideas.com and type in, you know, whatever, right? You get a 404 error page. Page not found, right? The page that you requested was not found. And so what we're looking to do is find all these pages that we have built but aren't being found anymore. Again, before we build new pages, we want to fix what we have. We want to make sure the pages that we currently have are correct, are visible, and the search engines at the same time aren't going to penalize us because all these pages aren't being displayed. So 404 error pages. The best way to do it, use a tool like Open Site Explorer. You pump in your domain name. So let's say we're, you know, DIY.com. What we want to do is click on top pages after we do a search, and then we want to download our CSV file. So what we're doing is we're downloading basically all the pages that are top pages on our website. And so once you download it, it's going to come into an Excel sheet like this. And now from here, what we're looking to find, not all the pages that we have, right? Because there's thousands of pages here. We're looking for all the 404 pages, right? The pages that have a problem. So what we can do is do a filter, and under column C, under HTTP status, we can basically deselect everything except 404. And so now, only thing that's going to show are the pages that have 404 errors. And so now, right, we say, okay, you know, awards pages. Right? Why, you know, isn't this displaying? So we're going to go to it. If this will allow me to copy it. What's going on? All right, sorry, here it is. Here's the page, right? Sorry, but the page you requested cannot be found, right? So if you own this website, you say, hey, that stinks, right? This is one of my top pages. You know, hey, I have people sharing this page on Facebook. I got 23 different domain names linking to it, right? I mean, it's got a page authority of 51. It's a pretty valuable page, but for some reason, this page is not displaying. So, right, we want to fix that. So a 404 error report, using Open Site Explorer, we'll just basically download all the pages that we have 404 error pages for, and then now we can go through, maybe send this to our web designer and say, hey, web designer, fix it. If these pages are no longer, well, 301 redirect them to other pages, or let's recreate them, let's repurpose them, right? We're going to do one or the other. And so it's very simple, and that's the step 3 of internal site audit. So the final step, step 4 of an internal site audit, is figuring out your top pages. And again, same thing, go to Open Site Explorer, download the same CSV file of your top pages. And so this time, instead of doing a filter for the error status, what we want to do is we want to do a filter for our top pages. And so we could either do that for the top, we could do that for the page authority. Let's expand this so you can see it. Right, so we could do this for, again, the top page authority, the number of linking root domains go into a page, maybe the top page that has the most Facebook shares, Facebook likes, Twitter shares, Google +1 shares. The one I like to do a lot is the number of linking root domains. So let's say we do a custom sort for that, right? We want to sort the number of linking root domains from largest to smallest. And there we go. So now we have categorized basically the pages that have the most websites basically linking back to it. And so now we have the most popular pages, right? If this page has 70 different links going to it, we want to find out why, right? Maybe it's just a different home page. But we want to go to these pages and figure out, okay, this is one of my top pages. And we want to find out why it's one of my top pages. Because if we're looking to build new content, right, we want to know what old content is doing the best, right? What content are people linking to the most, right? What content are people sharing on Facebook the most? Basically, what content do people like? So before you start building new ones, you really want to figure out, which one's, actually popular. Because when you sort through this, most of your pages on this site, maybe only one other site is linking to. Maybe 1%, 2% have more than 10 pages linking to it. So maybe we want to figure out why that's the case, why those pages are so popular. Or again, do a sort by Facebook shares and figure out why people share these pages before you start building new ones. And so your internal site audit should also have a download, this file, and you should analyze it, and you should come up with a report. Now, if you're working for a company and your and boss asks you to do this, you should come back to them and say, hey, why are my top pages ranking well? Why do people link to them? Why are people sharing them? This is the type of content that you should produce. If you're looking to spend $10,000 to produce content in 2013, this is what you should build that content about, because this is what is popular now. And so that's an internal site content. Now, my only tip to this is to stay organized. So you should have a content inventory document that you can download from our site or our written tutorial. And within there, it's basically a template called On-Page Optimization Inventory. And within that, there's a tab called Content Inventory. So basically, anytime you find a new page that you need to build, or a page that you need to redesign, repurpose, a page that you need a 301 redirect, right, you want to add it to this. Because I'm going to tell you, it's going to add up. If you have a site that's over 50 pages, you're not going to be able to remember all this stuff. And so use this template. It's organized exactly for this. So you can put the page that you need to build, the page that you need to repurpose or change in here, and it's going to help you stay organized. And again, just to summarize everything, what we're looking to do is 4 different things, right? We're looking to download all of our pages that we have on our website, and then we're either looking to consolidate pages, we're looking to repurpose pages, or we're looking to find 404 error pages and fix them, or finally we're looking to find out our top or most popular pages before we build new pages. So remember, we do this before we build new pages. This is the first step. If you're going to write a blog, before you start building a blog, you should do this. Before you start adding new pages as service pages or sales pages to your site, you should do this internal site audit to figure out what you have and what needs to change. So if you have questions, please see our website. We'd be more than happy to answer those questions for you.